Hey guys, and welcome to the Choose Kindness podcast. I'm your host, Kaylee Klatt, and I'm so happy you're here. This podcast is dedicated to encouraging you to choose kindness, gain knowledge, and find joy and positivity every day. By creating a positive outlook on each day, highlighting those who do good in our communities, by connecting through individual stories, and giving you the opportunity to share your story, I'm aiming to manifest never-ending kindness. This show is all about adding happiness and optimism to your life, and I would love to hear from you if there's a feel-good story you want to share. Before we dive into the show, I want to give you the opportunity to check out some valuable resources, as well as connect with me by visiting kayleeclatt.com. There you can find a link to my Instagram and Facebook, as well as send me a message on the Connect With Me page. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Now, let's get on to the show. Today's episode is all about Connect Kindness, founded and co-founded by Krystal, Aziz, and Tim Evans, two incredible humans leaving their mark on the world. To learn how you can share, give, and do, stay with us on the Choose Kindness podcast. Well, hi guys, how are you?
Doing well. How you doing, Kaylee?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. So could you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, Kaylee, thank you so much for inviting us on the podcast. This is our first interview. This is our first one. We're usually giving the interviews, so this is exciting. Me personally, I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I'm married to an amazing woman. We have two boys. I'm very passionate about business, very passionate about travel. I own Modern Travel Works in Houston, Texas, and we are a travel agency that specializes in destination wedding travel, the Caribbean and Mexico, as well as group travel, and also love sports, music, and most importantly, craft beer. That's very
And my name is Krystal, Aziz, and I am also the co-founder of Connect Kindness. I was born and raised in the Bronx, so shout out New York. I moved to Houston because of my dad's job when I was a teenager. He worked for Continental, which is now United. So thankfully, I've been able to fly all over the world my entire life. You know, I've been to over 30 different countries, considered a world traveler. But I think being exposed to all those different religions and cultures, and also the poverty and also the wealth around the world, has definitely molded me into the person that I am today. And it has a big influence on, you know, what I do and why I do it. I also graduated with a marketing degree from Sam Houston State back in 2016, and I ended up working for Tim a few years back, and that's how we met. And he bosses me around all day, so that's pretty much what happens.
She's lying.
Could you tell us a little bit about Connect Kindness, what you learned, how is it founded, and what's been your favorite part?
Yeah, of course. Well, like I said, Tim gets to boss me around all day because of our actual jobs, but I get to boss him around through working together on Connect Kindness. So it's been an adventure. It's awesome. Connect Kindness is a platform that features nonprofit organizations from all over the world. So we just felt like there was a need that people want to help and they don't know where to start, right? So we wanted to become that central location for if someone is feeling like they want to give back, they want to be part of something that's bigger than themselves, they can just visit connectkindness.com. And on there, they can search through different nonprofits from all over the world and find one that helps, that, you know, really pulls on the strings in their heart that they wanted to give back to. And the way that you can actually connect kindness with us is through three things: share, give, do. That's our mantra. That's our pillars on what we built everything through. Share means within one click on that nonprofit on our page, you can share it on your personal social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can share about that nonprofit because maybe you don't have time and maybe you don't have money, but you have the power of your social media voice, right? So that's just as important as everything else. The next one is give, which will take you to the direct link with that nonprofit's donation page, because we are pro bono. We don't take any money from the nonprofits. We just do everything because we want to help. So all that money is going to be donated directly to them. And then the last thing is do, which is any type of physical volunteering. Maybe it could be creating a fundraiser for them, or writing a letter to a sick kid, whatever it may be that you can take action to help that nonprofit. we'll list it out there on our Connect Kindness page. So it's fairly simple, easy to use, and it's much needed.
We founded Connect Kindness in January of 2018, and then we officially launched. We had a launch party in July, so we worked on it almost every single day before work for about 6 to 7 months to build the platform, set up the podcast, and it's really it's kind of it's a labor of love. You know, we have passion. We call it our passion project. And we have passion for helping people. And as far as how it was founded, how the idea came about, I'd like to pass it to Krystal because I like her version of the story.
The only reason he likes that version is because I was the one that was crying in his office, telling him like, Tim, I want to do something more. I want to do something bigger than myself. Like, this job is not enough for me. And he was like, are you quitting? Is that what you're telling me? Like, I was in tears, you know, had just come back from New York, spent New Year's out there. And I was in New York, skyscraper, we're in Times Square, you know, it's just beautiful. It's a moment that everyone wanted to enjoy. But for some reason, I was looking at the homeless people that were on the side of these buildings. And it was just like, man, like life can take you in so many different directions. And I just came back and I was like, I need to be doing more. Like I didn't like what I saw. And I was telling him about it. He was like, well, I'm feeling the same way. You know, we just went through Hurricane Harvey in Houston, and his family lost their house, you know, and all these strangers came and was helping them gut it and get everything prepared. And he was feeling the same way, wanted to do more, give back. And so that's kind of how the idea of Connect Kindness started. Of let's just help nonprofits. They spend so much money on marketing when that money can go towards actually helping the people that they serve. So we created the platform and we've been reaching out to nonprofits ever since. And we have over 200 nonprofits. We've recorded over 50 personal interviews with the executives and the CEOs, whoever director we can get a hold of, where they can share their passion of what they do and why they do it. Which has been just an amazing experience and journey so far.
And the last part of that question was, what is our favorite part about Connect Kindness? Me personally, I love learning and talking to all the nonprofits. I'm a huge fan of podcasts, so just being able to hear the founders, executive directors, volunteers share their stories and listen to the impact that they're having. It gives me goosebumps, and I love that we're able to connect with them and then share their stories really around the world.
Yeah, to piggyback off of Tim, that's part of one of my favorite parts too, is that I'm one of those people that absorbs other people's energy, right? So if they're doing good things, if they're excited about life, like I feed off of that. That inspires me to keep going. And just this platform has just opened doors for us to speak to people all over the world that I would have never crossed paths with, that I would have never had the opportunity to speak with. And it's just such a blessing to do that. But I think I get the most exciting point is whenever we get a nonprofit that reaches out to us that's like halfway across the world and is like, oh, we listened to your podcast, or we found you on Instagram. And I'm over here like, it's growing, Tim. Like this is the biggest movement that's going to hit the world. And I think that those little things, it makes me excited, and it is my favorite part.
How can others get involved with Connect Kindness?
Our platform is really built to educate and inspire. So if you want to get involved, I want to encourage everyone to go ahead and check out the website, connectkindness.com. Check out our social media pages, Instagram being the most heaviest one, which is @ShareGiveDo, which is our mantra on Instagram. Listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It's called the Connect Kindness Podcast. But really, we just want you to help these nonprofits. If you find one that you like, then go ahead and check them out. If you want to be a part of the Connect Kindness team, you know, we're always wanting to grow and expand. So just reach out to us at info@connectkindness.com. Tell us your expertise or what you had in mind and how you want to help. And we can set something up. We are looking for a podcast editor because it's becoming very overwhelming with so much that we've been doing. And then also we're looking for someone that can help us create video content, that we can put out there and attract more audiences, and maybe even video content for the nonprofits that we feature. So those are kind of the ways that you can get involved with us.
So what does kindness mean to you?
This is a good question. To me, kindness is about selflessness, essentially putting others before yourself. I'm raising, two boys right now, and I'm trying to instill in them kindness. My mother did it in me, and I'm trying to do it in the boys. Kids go to school, and they learn all about, trying to increase their IQ. At home, I'm trying to increase their EQ, their emotional intelligence, because I think that is as important as IQ. So for me, again, it's about selflessness. It's about putting others first, and really just having an open heart.
And for me, I think kindness means just living with love in your heart and doing things with love, just because when you change your perspective of how you view the world and how you view people, everything changes. You appreciate when the leaves are changing colors. You appreciate when a stranger gives you a smile. You appreciate when someone just offers to help you just because they love you and they take care of you. So I just think it's a deeper meaning than what we're taught. And then it's just something that will inspire other people. You never know who's looking and who's watching you be kind. And that's where the domino effect comes in on other people wanting to be kind and teaching their kids to be kind too.
So what types of nonprofits do you work with?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much name one. Name a nonprofit. Name a nonprofit, the type of nonprofit, and we'll see if we've highlighted them.
Well, you mentioned homelessness, so anything surrounding that?
Oh yeah, we have a lot with homelessness. Off the top of my head, can think of, actually, we recorded a podcast with Mr. Bubbles. They're located in Florida, and they have mobile showers for the homeless. It's really awesome. Marcy Hall founded the organization, and they partner with other nonprofits and just have these mobile showers where they go and they help the homeless simply with a drop of water. That's one off the top of my head. But yeah, we have quite a few that we work with. We try to focus on the smaller nonprofits simply because we're trying to give them free marketing, and we think that it will help them a lot more. We have featured large nonprofits as well. But Krystal and I literally sit and we try to think of just different ideas for nonprofits. I think one time Krystal typed in like kangaroo, and there's like a kangaroo nonprofit that we featured. So we really just want to broaden. We break our titles down, like between possibly homelessness, children and women, animals, environmental, but we're really trying to cover all the bases.
That's nice. It's really nice. So who's your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration is probably my mom and my aunt. Of course, I have my mom, but my aunt is the one who raised me. And they've been through just so much struggles of being immigrants, here in the United States. They're originally from Trinidad and Tobago, and they're tough, like very tough women, hardcore, but in moments of them just being so humble and kind and loving all at the same time it's something that I should be inspired by. Everyone around us are inspired by. So they get the credit for that for sure.
Yeah, it's a shout out to the moms for sure. Mine is my mom. She literally is the sweetest and kindest person I've ever met. Same thing. She's taught me kindness, humbleness, and just love. And so she is my biggest inspiration as far as starting to connect kindness and just kind of how I live my life.
Moms are awesome.
Yeah.
So why should others choose kindness?
Why not? Right? That's how I would answer that question. Because what's the alternative, right? Hate or anger or all of those things take out energy out of you, and there's no end result that's going to be positive. So choosing kindness is meaning that you're going to give energy to positive things in your life. Whenever you choose kindness, endorphins are actually released. When you help somebody, when you give someone, there's actually science behind it that it helps you too at the same time. So all around is just something that if the entire world decided to just be kind for one day, I promise you it'd be the most peaceful day. It would be the most loving day that the universe has ever experienced. But it's something that doesn't cost to do. It's something that helps everybody. And I just say, try it once, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be kind for the rest of your life.
And it doesn't have to be some grand thing like starting a platform or anything like that. It can be simply holding the door for somebody, smiling at them. About 3 weeks ago, I had someone buy me coffee, and that was in front of Starbucks, and I just was like, wow, it totally made my day, and then I passed that on. So I think it's about those little things, everyone doing those little things, and those just add up to really big things, really big impact.
What's one quote that inspires you to be intentionally kind?
One quote that we have on our website, we also have it at the end of every podcast. It's by Paulo Coelho, and it's "The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion." And, in a world of Twitter and everybody has an opinion online, I think it's important for the people who are doing things, who are doing actions, not just talking about it or giving us their opinion. I think that inspires me to be intentionally kind.
Are there any resources that you recommend?
I would say that, we recommend, of course, our resource, connectkindness.com, because from there you can find as many nonprofits in all different directions that you want. So it really is a hub. Other places that we've just seen positive, news is the Good News Movement. You want to look at a newsletter, the Skim is also one. We've had Give Back Nation reach out to us and try to help us expand, and they're going to be helping us get our 501c3 in this year coming up. So they could be someone that's looking to start a nonprofit, already has a nonprofit and just needs some help. They could be a good resource. But those are kind of our recommendations.
Awesome. And thank you guys so much for, sharing Connect Kindness with us, why you do it, and, everything good. So thank you.
We appreciate the opportunity. Thank you for having us.
To keep up with Krystal and Tim's efforts, be sure to follow them on Instagram and Twitter at ShareGoodDo, on Facebook at Connect Kindness, or by visiting their website, connectkindness.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to stay strong, always focus on the light, and to choose kindness forever and always. Bye, guys!